let's talk about the Impact tapings.
Yeah.
Okay, Joe, you were there live.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, so without giving away any spoilers, who was the most over babyface?
The ECW guys, Dreamer, Van Dam, and Sabu. Those guys especially. You know, RVD, yeah. Cross is getting a babyface reaction, even though he was the heel as far as that match, and Tessa Blanchard was big time over also.
Right. Who had the most heat?
Man, definitely you. And I'm not just saying like that was a good building for you.
I was told that I'm a part-time performer in professional wrestling, and this is for anybody listening to this show right now. And I want you to tell your friends this. Okay, I'm a part-time performer in the business. When I went there, I was told I was the best heel they had, and there's not even a close second. Okay. I just know how to get heat. But this is why people should listen to the show.
But let me just say one more thing before you continue. But that is a problem I've been saying for ages, bro. If you go to AAA, you know, I have the most heat of anybody. Obviously, I've been stacking up heat for years and years and years.
You know how to get heat.
Right. Yeah. And that's the thing. Everybody wants to be loved. Everybody wants to be liked. There's money in being hated if it's a gimmick. And that's why guys like Floyd Mayweather get it. Tito Ortiz get it. Disco gets it. He went out there and the place was going absolutely wild because, bro, they know they're on TV. They know they're not supposed to cuss. And they were saying, fuck you, or shut the fuck up. Fuck you, Disco. You know, so this is supposed to be fake, but yet you go out there and he was able to get you mad.
Yeah.
You're doing your job, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And to me, it's easy because here's the thing. And these are why, like, the tricks of the trade that I learned from riding, going up and down the roads and working with Scott Hall and, riding with Nash and Jake. And so there's just things you learn, right? Is that here's what guys don't get, okay? When I'm out there and I'm getting heat and the crowd's chanting, I'm not trying to talk over them. I'm waiting. I'm in competition with the fans. Okay, they're trying to shut me up and then try to have you 70, but I don't. I just sit there and let them boo me and then do their chants. And it goes on for an extended period of time until they finally get tired of it. Then I start talking. Okay, so what it sounds like when you're this, like, wow, he's got a lot of heat. Because I'm letting them get heat on me. They're booing me. They're doing their stuff, and I'm not stopping them by talking over them to so they'll start listening to me again. So when it's just very simple. This is like a very simple. It's not even a trick. You absorb the heat. When you start losing the heat, then you start talking. Then they start getting again. You absorb the heat. You let them get it. You stop, and then you start talking when they're done again. And then when it's all said and done, you're like, wow, you had a lot of heat. It's like, yeah, you could do it too if you just knew. Just don't rush out there because, like, at the end of the day, it's like
that's the problem. They get rattled and they want to talk over them.
Right.
They want to get to the next point. Yeah, and you just let them. And that's what happened. You let them boo until they got tired, until they were done, which sounds like a lot of heat. And then you go back and you start getting heat again.
Well, despite the crowd reaction and everything like that, not everyone was pleased. To see Disco in Philadelphia, including we'll have to get Mike Johnson back on because a listener sent me these comments off of his Facebook. So it starts with Mike saying, so after that great Tessa Blanchard versus Gail Kim stuff, the follow-up is Tessa versus Disco in the ECW arena, all capital letters, come the F on. So someone answers, is Cyrus friends with Disco now because it seemed like he didn't like him too much when he was doing the podcast with Lance Storm? Mike says, no idea. I can't speak on anything except what a poor idea this is, in my opinion. Disco in general is a poor idea, and using Tess in a comedy match role coming off the best and most emotional thing in Impact forever is sad.
Okay, let me say this, and I know I'm going to run into Mike Johnson somewhere soon because I've seen him backstage a couple times, and he's always nice, and this is not about me, but I will check him on this. Watch what Disco does with Tessa, not because he's here, because I do not like putting this motherfucker over, but... That match was very well done. It got a great pop, and
it was the farthest thing from comedy. You're going to be in
your words when you go that was stupid choice for Disco because you'll see what happened. Anyway,
right. And then the thing, like he's
and here's the other thing. And Mike,
it wasn't comedy.
But here's the other thing: he goes in there and he's getting the most heat. You don't give him any credit for that, Mike. Come on.
Yeah.
Really. If you want to come on the show and explain yourself, come on.
Right. That is
come on this show. Yes.
Complete mischaracterization of what I did out there. That's like that. That's far. If you think you're going to see a comedy, it's not comedy. It's heat.
Absolutely. And I know some fan will send it to him, and I'm telling you, send this to him. Okay? Come on the show and explain yourself.
Right. Jesus Christ.